Yo, mic check, mic check. We are here. You are listening to Quest Convo, the podcast where we talk the culture because we are the culture. I am Drew SoulQuest.
What's good? This is Dev Devious once again.
Dev, what's good, man?
Oh, nothing, man. Just we trying to make everything work, and we just grinding and grinding. That's all it's ever gonna be is grinding and work.
I hear you. I hear you. You sound like how I feel. I know you tired. I'm tired of the motherfucker too, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, it ain't gonna never be enough to stop this. So we got to keep it going no matter what. So we ain't got to feel like that ever again.
For sure. That's what it's about, definitely. So yeah, I want to start off. I want to thank everybody for supporting the show, listening, subscribing, all that stuff. Once again, if you are watching us on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share, hit that notification bell so you are notified when we drop all the dope shit. Also, if you are listening, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. If you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, hey, we appreciate the support. Quest Convo, we trying to bring it to you, me and Dev, every week. You know what I'm saying? Fridays, we dropping at 11 a.m. on YouTube, on Culture 73, also on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Be sure y'all check out also on Saturdays at noon on Twitch and YouTube. I will be doing basically the new music reviews. So we trying to bring that content to you and keep it cracking. So today we are talking about female rap, the best female rappers. Right now, I think it's almost safe to say, obviously it's going to be some people that, that don't necessarily agree, but female rap, they kind of running shit. You know what I'm saying? It almost ain't a crew that don't have a female rapper or then picked one up. You listen to the radio, just who they really pushing. Female rap, this out of the basically, I would say maybe since like Latifah's run back in the day, Latifah, Moni Love, MC Light, it ain't really been just a straight run. But right now, female rap, man, they kind of dominating in a way. I don't know what
It's
what you think.
it's just they definitely are. And that's the thing though. It's not like it's a whole bunch of women or female rappers that's doing their thing right now. It's a really small group, but they're dominating the music, and I think it's just a byproduct of the times we living in, what's going on in the world today. The woman, regardless of race, age, creed, anything like that, the woman has risen up, and they are, and that's not a necessarily a bad thing, but they have definitely risen up, and they claiming what's theirs, and we've been doing it forever and forever. So on a lot of levels, you can't really fault them for that.
Yeah, it's definitely their time. I mean, the Me Too movement and just
Everything.
even when you do the statistics, at least as far as within the black race right now, shit, black women are making more money than black men right now. So
Exactly.
yeah, man, women are doing their thing, and I mean, even with the Me Too movement, I support that shit too. Because I
Hmm.
mean, I can't be mad. Like, yes, I love women. I am a straight black male. I love women. Always have, always will, always. But shit, I got two daughters, and I don't want no creep ass motherfuckers fucking with them. So
Facts.
I gotta
That's
feel that way.
1,000%.
I'll go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say you 1,000% right. I was just going along with you, man.
Yeah. So all the creeps, all the assholes, and the perverts and all that. Yeah, y'all finally getting what you deserve. I mean, and as a man, I support that. Yeah, fuck y'all for
Yeah.
real.
No, yeah.
Real
I mean,
talk.
I definitely understand that. Just as a guy myself who I try to the best of my ability. I don't know if I've always showed it, but I've always tried to be respectful and always try to be understanding. I don't want to be seen or known as that creep dude or this, that, whatever, that, because it ain't right. Nobody, no matter if you man or woman, no, don't nobody deserve to have nothing put up against them that they ain't comfortable with, or being touched in a way, or being tried in a way that that you don't like or you're uncomfortable with. So 1,000%, I agree with that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and when you really even, uh, I've always said, I never respect guys that quote unquote. I need a fan in the studio. Shit, damn, bald head sweating like a motherfucker. Gotta dab my shit real
Dab it,
quick.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Man, you can't let that makeup run off, man. You got to keep that. You got to keep them touch ups together.
Oh no, not the makeup.
You got to keep them
This
touch
nigga
ups.
said
That's
I'm in full face
Hey,
over
hey,
here.
listen. We might as well
Oh
start pretending like we
shit!
on late night with Conan O'Brien. It's gonna be hot as hell
Right.
up there with him.
Oh yeah, them TV lights ain't no joke.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Shit.
hot as hell with them. So I mean, might as well get used to it.
Hell yeah. No, but I've always said that I never respect guys. Obviously, if you taking advantage of a woman, rape, all those different things. And I know a lot of it is mental issues, but I've never respected guys that have been like that. Because for the most
Not at
part,
all.
if you like women, women like men just like men like women. And a lot of times, if you just be yourself, spit your game, talk your shit, be nice, be cool, nigga, what you trying to get, you're gonna get it. They're gonna want to give it to you just like you want to get it. So you ain't got to do all the extra creep bullshit.
Here's what I'll say on that. And this is how I've always felt. Because I struggled, on my way with women, and over the years I've gotten better and better and better. But for me, even when I was, I was still unsure with women, and I was awkward and all that other stuff. Um, I didn't want to do all that creepy, whatever the case may be, because I wanted them to want me. I
Right.
don't want no woman who don't want nothing to do with me in that type of way. And it
Yes.
and it is and it ain't, and especially if she don't want to do it, it ain't about to, oh well, come here, I don't, I never got with that. I never understood that. It was always in my mind, if she ain't dealing with you, she ain't dealing with you. Hell, you can't screw them all no way.
Yeah, exactly. But once again, that's what separate the real and the trio from the weak and the fake. Motherfuckers like us, the real and the trio, are separated from them other motherfuckers that, um like I said, no has always meant no, because I'm gonna get some yeses. And then, just I've had that conversation too with other females, the classic, you trying to holler at a chick, whether it's from the car or holler at her or something, and then she turn you down, or I got a man, oh fuck you then, bitch.
I ain't never want
Oh,
you no way. And I'm like,
you ain't all that, no way. That's
come
been the
on, dude,
most bitch ass shit, the bitch
don't
ass.
do that.
Attention, all the men that do that, y'all are some bitch ass niggas. You heard it from Drew SoulQuest. I mean it.
Unfortunately, yeah, 1,000%.
Yeah,
1,000%. But yeah, man, y'all, we just, I'll put it to you like this: any, especially for the younger guys who coming up, man, focus on the women that want to focus on you and want to deal with you, and if you do that and deal with those women, you can never lose.
exactly. Well said. Well said. So, well, yeah, before we get too deep, man, let's get into what we talking about today. We are talking about the female, so we just want to preface everything with that little intro to let y'all know where we stand. But
Yeah.
let's talk about who are the best female rappers. Now, I'm gonna kind of go real quick through my list, and it's gonna be some old and some new on there. It's gonna be kind of scattered and mixed in. So, uh, like with Cardi, I do like Cardi. Like Cardi got some bars. Yeah, I know, but the the disgust on your face right now.
No,
But
no,
I'm gonna let you get to it. But
nothing personal against Cardi. I don't know her. I don't know
yeah,
her as a human being, as a person, musically and personality wise, is what I know her from loving hip hop and her music career. No,
okay. Okay. Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Cardi got bars to me, man. I mean, a lot of it is overshadowed by the subject, I think, a lot of the times. But I've heard her on other things, like she's done songs with like Fat Joe and shit like that, where it was a little bit more spit involved.
I
So I'm
wouldn't
gonna
know.
say,
I'm sorry. I wouldn't know because when her part in the song come up, it's time to the song's over.
oh damn,
And it ain't and
right?
and look, that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah,
As far as she is concerned, because we'll get into some more female rappers. I absolutely love them, and they're on the same type of time that Cardi's on. So it ain't just
okay,
so some people will hear this and oh, why you this and that. Look, it's the same way some people will be like, well, I don't really like Michael Jackson like that, and and I'm just like, how the hell is that possible? But it's
right,
people out there like that, you
yeah,
know. So just for me, Cardi's
okay,
not it. But I don't want her to, just because she ain't it for me, that don't mean I don't want her to not get her money or not get her paper up or to make moves and be successful. It's just, you can do that in spite of me, which she
yeah,
has.
for
So it ain't
sure.
me having that opinion ain't stopping her, so she can do what she want to do.
Oh, for sure. Shit, and that's what we do on Quest Convo. Shit, we gonna talk that shit, speak our minds. The truth hurts. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
For sure. Now that's how I feel about how you feel about Cardi. That's how I feel about Trina. Like I've always liked Trina because she fine, and
Mm-hmm.
usually she rapping about some freaky shit. So that's always appealed to me. But just as far as bars and rapping, no,
Right.
no, not at all.
And I feel the same way actually that you say that about Trina, but I always respected her because I mean it just seemed like she had her lane and she could make things happen regardless of how you feel about her or how good she actually was, and like none of that didn't matter. She just had that confidence and that bravado, that swagger that a lot of guys don't even got, and
Right.
that's what's got her through on a lot of levels and stuff.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So I'm gonna breeze through. Like I'm gonna say Missy. Like even
Mm-hmm.
though I really don't look at her as a rapper because she do so much, but I'm gonna throw her in there. So I'm gonna go down real quick. I'm gonna say Missy. I'm gonna even throw Meg in there. Meg Thee Stallion, of course. Lauren Hill. A lot of people feel a certain way about her because her notoriety is pretty much from her Miseducation album, which she didn't rap a lick on, but I'm
Yeah.
basing it more when she was L Boogie with the Fugees and Wyclef and them. The girl could spit like crazy. And I remember, so 98, 99, when Miseducation came out, I was so disappointed because I'm like, yeah, you've been singing some hooks and shit, but I'm expecting like a dope ass rap album, and she's all singing on it. But
It's almost like getting the Andre album finally after all these years, and he don't do nothing. But it's just the love below too.
right, right. But she got bars. Obviously, it goes on. Queen Latifah, of course, MC Light, of course, the Brat, of course. The Brat is actually damn near in my mind like underrated. Like
Yeah, it's
I
almost like you forget her.
yeah, yeah. Cause I'm gonna say this. I know some guys, for example, who speaks on that? Like, okay, Lord Jamar. Uh he has spoken on that before. Like he just don't listen to female rappers. He never has. It's never really been his thing. He was trying to kind of explain it and break it down. And I kind of got what he was saying. Cause when you really think about it and break it down, niggas ain't really rolling around bumping
Yeah,
female rappers. If you really
you
think
know,
about it,
for the
it's
most part,
just
no.
no, no. So when
Especially with the subject matter.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Like they're not necessarily they're in a male dominated field, but they're not rapping for us per se.
Right. They rapping for the ladies, exactly.
Right.
But I will say the brat, she is one of the now obviously that was way back. Nigga hadn't even been driving too long then. But that is she's one of the female rappers that niggas used to bump in a ride because her subject matter was not like the subject matter of the day. She was just really rapping and talking shit on how good she is, how she rap better than most niggas. She was rapping about smoking weed. Her shit, even though it was female rap, it had a masculine kind of undertone on it, and the
Right.
beats was hard. Niggas used to straight bump the brat. So
Okay.
the
All right.
brat is there. Uh I'ma say it's so funny. Like I'ma put Remy Ma there, and it's funny with her. Like I like she can rap, but it's almost like I don't be liking her songs, but
Mm.
she can rap if that makes sense.
So
Yeah,
you think she only suited to what maybe be on other people like a feature and not necessarily a solo act?
yeah, kind of like a feature. And then I know early, before she went to jail, she was kind of like on some battle rap shit. So it's like the battle rap shit, and then like you said on the features. But when I hear her songs, they don't be just trash, but they just don't hit like that. And I'm
It
like,
don't come together well.
yeah, and I'm like, you can rap, but it's just uh I'm gonna go with Foxy Brown as well. At the time when she came out, shit, Foxy Brown was like niggas was deeming her like the female Jay-Z pretty much.
Really?
And yeah,
I
yeah,
never saw that.
yeah.
I never
Niggas
really
was
saw
straight.
that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uh, what do you think about that? What do you think on that side of, as it pertains to her?
I agree. I kind of felt that way too at the time because so when she was out, you got to remember that was early Jay-Z. You know what I
Mm,
mean? So kind of like what he was on and how he was rapping, she kind of was in that vein. She kind of was.
okay. Okay.
If you even listen to her cadence and shit like that, she was kind of on that vein. Uh, so let's see. I'm gonna go on and throw Lady of Rage in there. It's just with her, she had an impact, but no
Mm-hmm.
longevity at all. Like she,
Mm.
she was on with Snoop and them at the right time, at the height of Death Row. She was killing shit, had some hits, had a dope album, and that was it. You ain't heard shit else. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened, but she was honestly one of the hardest female rappers ever. Like her shit
Just
was
drop the ball.
man. I don't know what the fuck happened. I want to find her ass and interview her or talk to Snoop. Like, nigga, what happened? Like,
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Cause it's some people you just like what? How do you just fall off the face of the earth like that? It's one thing to fall off. At least some people fall off. Soldier Boy fell off. We know we can't not know where this nigga at. You know, but
exactly.
some people just fall off and then just fall off in secret. Like how the hell you do that?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't understand that part.
Let's see. Obviously, Moni Love. Let's see. Definitely Moni Love. Uh, Rod Digger. She's another one.
Mm,
Rod Digger is another female rapper. She had a way of conducting herself with great balance. Like her shit was masculine and feminine all at the same time. Her delivery and her cadence and everything was real aggressive, but it wasn't too far to the right, too far to the left. It was like right down
hmm.
the center. But she had some bars. Bars. So
I definitely
definitely,
agree with that. Just
yeah.
off the association with Bustin', I think it was the reason she was the only woman that was in flip mode.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, but just by Busta being one of my favorite rappers, especially growing up. by proxy, I had to hear some of her stuff, and I was always impressed. I was like, you know, like you say, it was that good mix. Like she kind of had that aggressiveness to her,
Mhm.
but you know, you still was like, you know, but she still kind of was like, you know, I don't know how to it wasn't like threatening, aggressive, like, you know, like damn, I can't deal with this or mess with that. It was just like it was. She knew where she was at, so she knew what she had to be and what she had to do.
Right. Exactly. Uh, let's see. So then I'm gonna save. Am I missing anybody?
Yes.
I am missing somebody. I'm gonna save the best for last.
Okay.
So the few that I'm missing is Jean Grey. Uh, love her. Probably I'm gonna say probably my top three favorite female rappers. Period is MC Light,
There
Jean
you go.
Grey,
There you go.
Jean Grey, and Rhapsody.
Yeah,
Uh,
I was waiting on the MC. Like I was like, what the hell is he? Who is this guy? I'm
yeah,
like, I'm like, I'm on the air. This is a damn imposter.
right.
And he don't bring. And I was waiting on Rhapsody too. I was like,
Oh, you already know.
I was like,
Shit.
I'm like, somebody didn't kidnap this nigga and replace
Right.
him with
Now
a
you
knockoff.
right. You know I could not pass the mic to you and don't say Rhapsody. That would be a
I'm
fucking
like,
problem. Right.
I was like, damn, I'm gonna have to be the one to say it. That's a damn shame. I was
Right.
going, you know. So
No.
okay,
No, Rhapsody, she is um man, like words can't express it. First of all, she's another one. Met her, let me see. It was before the first album. I met her when she had out the She Got Game mixtape. Uh
okay.
Great person, great spirit. I love talking hip hop with her. She knew her shit. And her Rhapsody, first of all, sorry niggas, Rhapsody can out rap the majority of y'all niggas any day. On her worst day, she can out rap any female, and she can definitely out rap the majority of y'all niggas out there. Rhapsody is a true artist, a true poet. She is the shit, bottom line. So
Wholeheartedly agree.
yeah, so that's that's pretty much my list as far as my standout favorites. Everybody else, it's a few, that I'll like fuck with here and there, a song here and there, but I'm not gonna have y'all on no favorite list. You know what I mean?
Right,
So
right.
yeah. So you can go on there and
Uh,
speak your mind, see what you got up.
um, yeah. I would say, start off. I would put Missy on there too. And like you say, she does do so many different things well. But you know, I think is, and maybe I'm speaking more for my generation coming up. That was what, you know, made her take off was her rapping. You know, her rapping, whether it was Work It or Get Your Freak On or Gossip Folks or anything like that. It wasn't kind of really just a straight rap, but it was, you know, it was kind of like on a ludicrous kind of tip where she rapping, but you could tell she was having hella fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
So you knew that she was having a good time and she wanted us to have a good time. And I think that translated well from Booth to, you know, us, the listener slash consumer, whatever like that. Um, next, I would say Queen Latifah. I think that's kind of like mandatory at this point. Um,
Okay.
she was able to put everything on the map. You know, for women, like you said, she was kind of running it, and she parlayed that into a hell of a career. By the way,
Man.
I think she was kind of I think male or female, one of the first rappers to kind of like parlay her music slash rap career into, you know, successful doing other stuff. You know, if
Mm-hmm.
she wasn't the first, she was one of the first. You can fact check me on that, I guess.
Yeah.
Um, but next, I would say for me was Lil Kim. I'll say Kim.
Okay.
Um, I think that she was that original like ultra sexy, ultra sexual, whatever. But she also had some rhymes and she has some bars in there too. You know, you could tell that she spent time around Biggie. You could tell that she was around a lot of these cats. Um, and that might just be the younger version of me in it because you know me growing up, just seeing some of the stuff she was doing, I'm like that's nice right there. All that is just nice, and she had that. She preceded all these sexual, girls now, the Megs, the Cardis, the whoever she didn't got into it, Nikki, whoever you want to say, she preceded all of them, as
Yeah,
far as
she birthed
blazing that
them.
trail. Yeah, she
Yeah,
she
she birthed
preceded that
them for
trail. She
sure.
was the one who was out there and in a time where that wasn't necessarily acceptable. That's the difference between now and then. Like now, it's almost like why ain't you doing that versus back then? Like what it's like what the hell are you doing? So,
Right.
I think that kind of make it stand out a little bit more because she had to go through that so that y'all can come out from the very jump and from the very beginning and do what y'all do. Let's
Yeah.
see.
And
What else?
you know what? I should have had Kim on my list. I think I was being funny because I like Foxy better than Kim, but
Mm-hmm.
Kim got bars. Uh, every feature she kills.
Yes.
Uh, the Mob Deep feature, that Quiet Storm remix,
Mm-hmm.
that's one of them. I'm a nigga, and
And
I
I'm
would
like,
be
she had,
spitting that
yeah.
shit when I hear it, nigga.
Right. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
That verse is hard. And then one of my favorite songs from her is on that. I think it's on her first album. It's called Drugs. She
Oh
is spitting.
yeah.
Oh, she's spitting on that
Yeah.
shit. Lord.
Drugs is that's one of my that's a top either top 3 or top 5 song that I got from her. But
Yeah.
just I think the Naked Truth though, that album. When I saw the Source Gate well, you gotta understand, I was in the 8th grade
Hmm.
and this is when the Source was still like a big thing. And I knew what 5 mics meant. And I saw that they gave I was like, 5 mics to what? I
Right.
said, what? I'm like, what the hell did I? Because at that point, I had not listened to the album or nothing. I said, what
Hmm.
the hell? Why did what they get his 5 mics for? Like, I had to listen to it just off of that alone. Like, what are you doing that you just get 5 mics? They don't just get that shit out. That ain't no
Right.
participation trophy. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
it's like if that's, I knew I was like, let me go see what this is about. And then I listened to it. I was like, it's not bad. Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
All
Cam
right.
got it.
Yeah, for sure. Next I would say Shauna, uh,
Mm.
from DTP,
Yes.
or she ain't on DTP no more, but um, when she was on DTP, I remember her first album, Worth the Wait, came out. I actually went and bought that because her singles at the time was pretty good, and I was like, she can actually rap, and I was like,
Yeah.
this is
Hell
new to
yeah.
me because what was this, 04, 05? So I wasn't really that old, but I was old enough to know that women rapping, especially like this, wasn't normal.
Right.
And then I went to go actually get her album and some of the stuff. I knew she was on something when she was on a track with Twister and actually like held her own. And
Mm.
I was like, oh, because you put me on the Twister and
Yeah.
Twister was a force, and I loved him. But when seen, I was like, it's a girl that can go up here with Twister. It's not too many niggas that can hang with Twister on a song or something like that. That
Exactly.
kind of solidified in me as along with a couple other tracks that was on there. Um, and she kind of I don't feel like she got a fair shake after that. Um, and I don't know who a lot of times it's the artist, a lot of times it's the label and things like that and stuff like that. But I don't think she got to get a fair shake uh as far as extending her career or trying to make a career out of something, because I really feel like she had something. She had a gift and she had a way of putting words together that most women just don't have. So definitely got to put Sean on there. Next, I would say Nikki, but I need to preference that when she's
I
not
agree.
doing that bullshit ass voice,
Ah!
when she not being all extra and shit and making faces and all that other stuff. The only time I really kind of enjoyed that kind of aspect of her was on Monster. with
Mm,
Kanye and them. And that was, and
mm.
then and then even then that kind of fit the motif of the song. That kind of fit what they was trying to do.
Right.
So that's why I pretty much let it slide, and it actually is one of my favorite verses from her. So I get that part, but just uh she was like Kim 2.0 to me. Because she had she just the total package. I was just like, she had the foreign look, but you knew she was black, but she was lighter tone. The light skin, had the body for days.
For
Um,
days.
for days. And when she wasn't making music, when she wasn't doing stupid ass music and stupid ass faces or making music for white girls, little white teenagers, she was she would she was amazing. I really loved because she actually can, when she was, see, what people don't realize is she was with Gucci and Wayne.
Mhm.
I heard that first. So
Right.
I heard her on mixtapes
She was
with
with Gucci
Gucci
before
and
Wayne.
Lil.
Shit,
Yeah,
yeah.
she was with Gucci exactly before Wayne. Then she went with Wayne. Then I heard them on all the mixtapes, and I was like, hey, what we got here? I
Mhm.
was like, what do we got? But this is before I even realized, what exactly she looked like. I had just heard her name, and obviously just the name alone kind of said Nicki Minaj. What we finna do? Minaj what? you know.
Exactly.
So I was like, what we finna do, Nikki? Huh? So I
Mhm.
wanted to find out what that was about. And yeah, from day one, I was like, she's some shit. And then she came out later and started doing her thing. But she had to cross over. She wanted to, be a mainstay and stay around and anything like that. So she had to cross over.
Right.
Um, and Megan Thee Stallion, another one. She's just she just fine as hell. I
Yeah, she
don't,
is.
she just fine as hell. And, y'all can say whatever jokes y'all want to say, and this and that, the horse jokes and the man jokes and blah blah blah, whatever. I climb trees. If she is just this big ass woman or something, I climb trees. So I'm not worried about that or anything
Yes.
like that. And if she was a man, I'm pretty sure, you can't not be a man or whatever in these days and age. Somebody would have exposed it or came out with it. Every blog page would have had a hold of it. So, I'm not worried about none of that, y'all. A lot of that's probably just women hating, and probably some dudes hating because they know they can't have her. But
It
whatever.
I think it's that it might be a little colorism in there as well because she
Mm-hmm.
is a little darker skin, but
Yeah,
she is
for
bad.
sure. For
She is
sure.
sexy. I prefer she can definitely rap. I prefer when she on her Tina Snow shit. When she on her
Right.
Tina Snow shit, she almost like a female Pimp C on some shit with some of that
Right.
stuff.
Right.
So yeah.
And then I'll hit you with one, which I'm not sure if you agree with it or not, but Young M.A. is another one who I would put on there.
Oh, I
Um,
forgot her off my list.
yeah,
Definitely Young M.A.
yeah, Young M.A. is another one.
Mm,
That is just like, I'm like,
mm.
no, and this ain't to be funny, but when I first saw her, I was like, I was like, and because I had first heard her and was listening, I said, well, who is this young man right here? Was he? I was like, what is
Right.
what? I'm like, what is he on? He's hot, and they like, yo, that's a girl.
All day.
Oh, all right. Well, nothing wrong with that. I had to just get my mind together. Oh, okay, that's not a dude. That's a woman. All right, cool.
Right.
When you reset your brain, like, okay, well, let's get that out your head. I was like, I just was listening to what she say, and I'm talking about outside of ooh. That's the thing. Y'all gotta ooh is one thing, but I was just listening to some of her freestyle. She had a couple ciphers that she was in. Um, she had a couple EPs here and there, and I'm just like, I mean, just spitting, just she reminded me of like I don't know, like a female Jadakiss or something. She don't even care about the money. She just want to rap.
Yes.
Just want to spit, you, and just she cared more about. It just seemed like she cared more about people being into her music and rapping more than she cared about making money or making or anything. And then you kind of see that because she, after the Ooh came out, I'm like, she did what the hell else did she do? She didn't really do
So,
anything else.
see, I'll say this, like Ooh was her kind of like the commercial hit. You know what I mean? That shit was all on the
Yeah,
radio. But she has actually had out a few projects. I don't know if she's went independent or whatever, but she's definitely had out a few projects. They just haven't been single wise. It hasn't been anything that's lived up to ooh, you know what I mean? But
right.
I will say this, Young M.A. is another one. I'm definitely bumping her in the ride. She's another one that can out rap most of y'all niggas. She got skill. She talks that talk. The way she put her words together. Uh, and man, she be pulling some baddies too. She
Yeah,
be pulling
and
some baddies,
some of them belong to y'all niggas. So
right?
or they was y'all niggas at some point, but you know that's we see how that go. But and then to round out my list, I'm pretty much with you. It'll be both Rhapsody and MC Light for me. I
Okay.
think MC Light and Queen Latifah, they were kind of like my first introduction into women back in the day, more so your time female rappers.
Hmm.
And you know, I just knew that MC Light, she kind of she I don't know, she kind of was different in a way to me, but she still talked about women's topics and what she liked and how she saw things or whatever, but it's still she had that feminine perspective to it and everything like that.
Yeah.
And she and just I know they put her in a lot of games that I played coming up. I know Def Jam Fight for New York, Def Jam Vendetta, NBA Street 2, NFL Street, some of the racing games I was playing. Like I always saw her name come up in these songs, and I'm like, these is white people making these songs. Like, so I'm like, she known to these people, like. And then when I noticed that, I was like, I need to take more of an interest in her and see where you know what she more about. And when I kind of went back and listened to her catalog a little bit, I realized I found some good stuff in there. I was like, okay, see, this is good. This is, you know, why don't more women, you know, kind of get into this stuff and talk about all this other stuff? They kind of just leave that on the shelf and just kind of pick up just the sexiness and the this and the that.
Yeah.
You know, I
Yeah.
feel like it, a lot of women artists are kind of pigeonholed, you know, into a certain mode, and that's weak. You know, I don't like that. That's whack because I don't think that that's the only way you can sell records or sell singles or be presentable to the public eye, you know, or anything like that.
Right. And I mean, I and I'll speak a little bit on that. Like, for example, when was that last year? Remember when Jermaine Dupri made that comment that all the female rappers, they pretty much just make stripper rap now, and
Mm-hmm.
everybody got offended and offensive. And I'm gonna say this. Yeah, you can, once again, it's the internet, it's free speech. You can say whatever you want to say. People can respond how they want to respond and all that. I couldn't understand why it was such a frenzy and why so many female rappers were offended and talking shit about it. I didn't know if they was just trying to jump on the bandwagon just to because it was a hot topic or whatever. Because there's only a handful of female rappers that shouldn't have been offended. Like obviously, like Rhapsody, for example. Yes, now Rhapsody, she could have been one of those ones. Yes, be offended, defended. What the fuck you talking about, nigga? I got bars, blah blah blah. But once again, the truth hurts, and the reality is, it's fucking true. Like
Yeah, I
when you
mean,
look
I
at
know
what
we can't
they
say that. I know you can't say that nowadays,
right, but when
but
you
that's what
look
it is.
at it, when you listen to it, when you see it, yeah, the majority of y'all, that's what the fuck y'all talking about. Everybody got the wettest pussy. Everybody's sucking dick and getting money. Everybody's popping their pussy the hardest. It is like
Or some variation of that.
yeah, like he's not. It's the fucking truth. It is. and once again, I like some of it. Some of it is cool. Once again, I'm all about the balance. So I'm not saying like it's nothing necessarily even wrong with that, because I'm just saying it needs to be, once again, y'all gonna show all of that because sex sells, always have, always will be, whether it's music,
Mm-hmm.
entertainment, whatever it is. And I get that. But once again, if you're gonna push all of that, then push the Rhapsodies, and push the another one I left off the list is Lil Sims. She's from the UK. She's dope as hell. Hella
Okay.
substance. Push the Lil Sims, push the Rhapsodies, and Jean Grays and people in that vein that are just barring it up and speaking about more so about women and women empowerment and different things like that. Because a lot of chicks try to take that narrative, like it's, that. And once again, we men and we talking about women shit, but this is just how I see it from the outside looking in, not being a woman. They do all this sex talk and all this this and that talk about with the rapping, and try to say it's women empowerment. And once again, me being a man, I could be wrong as fuck. I'm just saying I don't understand, and I don't get how is that women empowerment, where that's been the narrative for women, objectified, used as sex objects, and used. But then I hear women say, oh, well, because I'm doing it, then that means that, oh, I'm empowering and I'm taking my power back. and
Yes,
and
that's
I'm just
exactly what they
like,
say.
okay, once again, as a man, I'm gonna keep saying that I don't understand that, because you talking about you taking your power back, but you're still pushing the same narrative that you're
Yes.
fighting. You're still objectifying your, so you telling me objectifying yourself and pushing the sex talk yourself, that's empowerment, because nobody
Yeah,
is,
nobody's forcing you to do it
yeah,
or
but you're
saying you got to do
still,
it.
yeah, but you're still pushing the same narrative. I thought if you're empowering, trying to empower women and go against that, shouldn't you be like how Rhapsody and some of these other uh women rap, where they're against that, and that's bullshit. And shit,
Mm-hmm.
women, we more than just sex objects. We smart. We out here getting this bag. We out here CEOs. To me, that's the empowerment talk. To me, that's the talk I want my daughters to hear. I want them to hear, hey, they can be a CEO, they can be a boss, they can get this bag, they can be smart and intelligent and sexy at the same time. If you're talking about empowering women and putting that message out there, that's what I want my daughters to hear. I don't want them to hear, oh, you can pop your pussy and I got the wettest pussy and I'm sucking all the dick and this, and talking about, see, I'm empowering. That I don't want that
No,
empowerment pushed to my daughters.
no,
Like,
not at
what do
all.
you? Yeah,
I mean, yeah, that's just, I feel the exact same way. And I just feel like in that vein, it's kind of hypocritical because, what do you gain from that? And but see, and also what I see too is, um, they can't have it both ways when they doing it like that too. See, that's what a lot of female rappers have to understand in this game is when you doing certain things, like, especially, you know like male rappers, when they talking about, oh, I got all these guns and, oh, I'm gonna shoot this nigga, and when I see you, I'm gonna do this, that, and other. And then you wonder why you being stalked by the hip hop police, or the police always on you, want to know where you at, what you doing, who you with, all this stuff. It's the same thing with the women. I don't know. I know you're probably familiar with Lotto.
yeah, yeah,
Okay. She just had a interview recently where she was speaking on that, in the industry, as far as, she say, like you said, she got the wettest this and that, be bouncing up and down, kicking niggas out when I'm done with them and all this other. You know you big boss girl with it, boss chick. And then she said that, you know, I get into the I'm trying to get my album cleared and I got to deal with these men and all this other stuff, and they want me to do this and that and the other and the third. And on the one hand, I mean, that ain't right. You know, if you trying to do business, business is business. You trying to do this business or not, XYZ. Also, but on the other hand, two things can be true at the same time. You presenting this to the world, you saying I'm this and I'm that and I'm gonna do this and I'm the best at this and that. Well, you know, like it or not, perception is reality. And if people perceive you a certain way because you throwing all this out there, you can't then turn around and say, "Oh no, I ain't like that. We ain't doing it." Well, baby, which one is it?
Right. Right.
Are you the nastiest freak on the planet, or you got a little lamb with your Bible? Which one is it?
Right.
You can't, you know, and that's what I don't like about a lot of these female rappers that push that kind of narrative, because they're mostly women, because women are listening to them, but they're pushing off this type of lifestyle and this image and these behaviors that for the most part they're probably not even doing themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're not, you know, they're telling you to go have hot girl summer, and they telling you to don't F a nigga, you know, I ain't worried about that, you know, fuck a nigga, he ain't shit, you know, this, but you married, you got 2-3 kids with the person you married with, you buying them you buying, you know, Cardi bought Offset a Phantom, but then she gonna tell you, oh, if he can't buy you a Birkin purse or something, you need to get rid of him, or whatever the hell they be saying nowadays. And I'm just like, what? Do y'all hear yourself?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and to kind of go back to another point that you touched on, empowerment. You can empower women and still sell records and still have a banging track or a banging whatever it is, to wrap it all together while still being sexy, kind of, you know, maybe a little bit over the line, depending on where you at. Because do I need to point y'all to Beyonce? Like,
Mm-hmm.
Beyonce does all three. I mean, but has been doing it for a decade plus.
Right.
Has been selling out stadiums, has been number one, has been platinum, has been, and ain't had to shake her ass, ain't had to mention how wet she get, ain't had to mention, you know, it's been little innuendos here and there and little, you know, kind of whatever, so and so. But and then that was kind of over time. That's more recent. She kind of just recently started working the kind of more jazzier, sexier, kind of risque stuff into her material. But
Right.
her whole career, even when she was with Destiny's Child, that's what she been about.
Mm-hmm.
Is female empowerment, but you ain't got to do all this extra excessiveness to do it. And she giving y'all the blueprint to do it. Now it's a little bit different lane because it's R&B,
Right.
but she's shown that there is a lane for that. There's a market for that. There is people who are willing to buy that.
Mm-hmm.
So some of the stuff that she sing on, you can't tell me that a rapper, a Cardi B or a Megan Thee Stallion or something couldn't get on there and just rap about not something sexual. Because then at a certain point, it's like after that, you know, it's like dealing with a woman for real. Like, yeah, you the freakiest, nastiest chick in all the city and all this other stuff. Okay, what else you got?
Yeah.
Is that all you do? No, I mean,
Yeah.
can I have a deep conversation with you? Can
Right.
we can I joke around and laugh with you? Can you cook? Do you have any skills to bring to a relationship? You know, anything like that. I don't, you know, we ain't about to just send up, you know, and spend our whole lives just touching on each other and rubbing and sucking and all this other stuff all day, every day. We're not gonna do that. So
Yeah.
in between the times that we are doing that, it's got to be something that fills up the void. Something
Mm-hmm.
got to fill that up. And we call that substance. And you don't see that a lot. And I kind of just wonder why. You know, who is, I want to know who really making the decision when it comes to these type of topics. And as far as, you know, this is what I'm gonna rap about or anything like that. I just want to know, you know, what is keeping these women from doing something on a larger scale that's just a whole bunch of sex, ass, and you know, debauchery.
Well, see, it's a few things with that. like I've said before, that's part of the problem because black women and or black men, we don't run hip hop, unfortunately. We're just the artists. We're just the workers. The
in
people
our
that
own
run
shit.
it, yeah, are once again, the people that run it are the white men. They're the ones that signing everyone's check, and that's been the problem for a while. Rap hasn't been kind of under, to a certain extent, rap hasn't been under our control for quite some time now. The last time it has been was back in the day where it was balance in the game, where it was your Too Shorts, Nasty as Fuck, and NWA and Ice Cube and X Clan and Public Enemy and Brand Nubian, and uh it was gangster shit, it was sex shit, it was positive black shit. That's kind of
Mm-hmm.
the last time that we kind of had any kind of control. Then from there, once it got commercialized,
There it is,
and
commercialized.
yeah, and the white man, they control and run everything. Okay, this shit that's y'all, this other music y'all making, talking about black empowerment and talking about fuck the white man and all this other shit.
Let's get away
Let's
from that.
put that shit to the back burner. We know that this hip hop is a heavy influence. We know that people want to be these rappers. We know that people want to live through these rappers. So, hey, all the ones that's talking about shooting and killing niggas and all these bitches out here that's talking about sucking and fucking, nigga, run that bag up and we're going to invest in them. We're going to have them everywhere. Everywhere.
Yeah,
That needs to be the main image that is seen. That needs to be the main on every outlet, every media outlet. That's what we need to push. Show them who they really are.
but I
That's what.
just don't. I just, but it just. I don't know, man. It's like, how do you? But how do we not see that? I mean,
Right.
we see it, but how do we not see it? Where it's like, come on, man, that's some bullshit.
Well, and see,
You know,
that's where I say it's like it's their fault and it's our fault as well. We have to hold ourselves accountable as well. Like, and when I say that, I'm talking about, like, once again, I get it. I say all the time, life is hard as fuck. If you find a way to make money the right way, the wrong way, or whatever, I can't really knock you for it. So I get it with these guy rappers and the female rappers. That's
hmm
what's popping right now. I look how I look. All I got to do is drop a single talking about how sexy I am, how wet it is, how well I fuck, and that shit's gonna go because that's the wave right now of all the female rappers. And I'm a female, I'm in the hood, broke as fuck. If I make this song the way I look, I'm going to go, I'm going to get a bag. So I get that part, but then somebody got to just basically break the cycle. Like, we just need more Rhapsodies and more Jean Greys, where
yeah,
especially now, because like so many people are independent now, where you
right.
don't really necessarily need the label. You don't need that advance that's just basically alone. Everybody, you can do your shit independently. So just, it gets to a point where somebody just got to take a stand. Hey, I'm dope. I believe in myself and I'm about to do this shit. I'm not going to follow the fucking leader and just try to do all this shit cuz it's the wave right now and I'm going to get to the bag. Um with For example, with I just keep going back to Rhapsody. For example, with what she's done, she is so respected in the rap game. She's been herself. She's pushed that agenda. Important people like Oprah and motherfuckers that run these universities. Like, for example, I can't remember the exact university, but one of these universities actually has Rhapsody's last album, the themed album she did, where she named every song after like a powerful black woman. They have that in one of their like black studies or music classes, like as a subject. They're studying that shit.
Right.
That's the shit I'm talking about. Like, you can't be, as an artist, male or female, you can't be scared to go against the grain and do something different, because as long as it's dope, it's gonna be embraced. And most of the time you're gonna have more longevity with it.
Right.
You know what I mean? A lot of this shit is not gonna have the kind of longevity and shit that you think it is, because you're just basically riding a wave. You a flash in the
Right.
pan. You're one of many. Like, you don't stand out at all, which is fine for most people, because
Right.
once again, everybody's just focused on the bag. And it's just motherfuckers like us that are hip hop connoisseurs, and we heads, and we love the culture. We want to see it grow and strive. So that's why it fucks
Right.
with us so bad.
I think for me though, just the fact that they're how on the male side you got a Kendrick or a J. Cole, somebody who does not have to follow any trends at all, doesn't have to follow the wave, does not have to do any of that. I just don't believe that there's no way that by now, especially in the age of women and the age of women empowerment, like you earlier at the beginning of the show, this is women's time, and how there isn't some variation of a female Kendrick or a female Cole that's on that level, that's on that, above all that ignorance, above all that, whatever stuff that we doing, who can show that image that you ain't got to be the gangbanger or the shooting killing, or you ain't got to do all these drugs. Now you can be a regular person, a regular dude or woman. I feel like that's a disservice to the female side of rap, because if at that point all you doing is reducing women to sex rap or stripper rap or all this
Yeah.
other stuff, and I don't believe that that's all women are good for. That's all that they have to talk about. There's so many different things that women could talk about in their songs, whether it be domestic violence or whether it is raising children on their own,
Hmm.
or anything like that.
Yeah, that
There's a
real life shit.
there's a multitude of women who would appreciate and respect that, but at the same time, I don't know. Maybe for women, they don't, because for me, I don't know about if it's the same for men and women, because I can't speak for women, but I know that I can relate to rappers when they talk about different subjects, whether it's fake friends or whether it's going through struggles with, women playing you or something like that, or any type of thing that, guys will talk about that you can relate to, not even on some street stuff, but just as a guy just going through regular everyday life. There's relatable topics that everybody talk about. And, for women to not really kind of have the same platform, I think the female rappers are doing a disservice to women that are consuming their media, but the women who are consuming the media they aren't showing that, hey, we tired of this shit.
Yeah.
Hey, come with something else, nigga, or
Hmm.
whatever. They as soon as they hear it, they ready to run to the dance floor, and they ready for the next one. Like, what song gonna make me shake my ass next?
Yeah.
And some of the women that listen, they got to vote with their wallet. you know Everything can't just be the music industry. At the end of the day, money is what is going to speak the loudest. And if you show these people that, hey, we done with your sex rap, or we done with your gyrating and your popping and your all this other stuff, yeah, that's cool. If you get you a real hot track or something like that, that's cool, but y'all gonna have to start doing something else. And when
Yeah.
they see that they ain't doing something else, maybe the game will change. But ultimately, it's gonna come down to mindsets for the artist, the female artists, and for the female listeners. Is gonna have to change.
Yeah.
You know, and that's really what it come down to. Because I don't see another way. And you might, but as far as me and as far as my life experience, that's the only way I see. The money and the dollars is gonna have to change up.
No, I 100% agree with what you saying. Definitely. I think we have covered a few of the main things that can make a change. Obviously, the money is always gonna make a motherfucking difference. Like you said, the money talks when, especially with black folks. That's the only time they listen to us
Hear
anyway, when
us,
we
right?
fuck with their dollars. So the money's gonna talk. Second of all, once again, I'm gonna preach it till I can't preach it no more. The motherfucking balance. Like, I'm not even because, like, okay, Too Short. Too Short is the nastiest nigga ever. Too Short at this point, he has literally been, not even like exaggerating. Too Short has been rapping like, man, almost like 40 years, man, like not
Right,
even fucking exaggerating. He has had now he's had some other songs in there, some positive joints, but pretty much he's built his whole career off the nasty rap. So as a female, you definitely have the right to do that. Once again, it's just all about balance. Cause I
hmm
understand women like sex just as much as we do.
for sure.
Women, they like to be sexy, they like to look sexy, they like to feel sexy. I'm not even mad at that. Like, there's a
Not
lane
at
for
all.
that. There's supposed to be a spot for that. But once again, just the balance is if it's gonna be all the pussy popping and the dick sucking over here, then it needs to be some, like you said, some positive black woman stuff about being a mother, about being a boss, about being a CEO. Um, like you said, domestic violence. Talk about that life shit too. That so many black women are going through. That,
Going through.
yeah, man, that's going through it, and that's their reality. Speak on that shit the way Pac did, when Pac could speak that real shit and speak through what you really motherfucking going through about life,
Right.
and that real shit. We just,
1000%.
yeah, we just need that. And then uh third of all, as a man and as a member of the man race, we have to take our responsibility in it too, because even the helping hand that we do offer to a lot of these chicks to bring them into the rap game, we help push that narrative too, and we don't let them, we don't offer another option to them. We make them feel like that is the only way, bitch.
Right.
You put these panties on and talk that shit. You know the rule, you know the program. Talk that
One,
shit.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So we have to, as men, not always, push that agenda onto the woman if we trying to put them on as an artist. You know what I
We had
mean?
to
Or
allow that creative space for them.
yeah, exactly. Like so that's been a couple months back. Kodak Black was on the Breakfast Club, and Charlemagne just basically kind of, went on to the next subject and just kind of shut him up real quick. Cause this nigga, he the king of saying ignorant shit. Always have been. This
Kodak or
yeah.
Charlemagne? Okay.
No. Well, Kodak Black.
Char
Well,
yeah.
Charlemagne too, but especially Kodak Black. Charlemagne and cleaned it up a lot through the years.
You
But
gotta keep that white money coming in.
right, that MTV money.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. But no, Kodak Black. So I can't even remember. He was some chick, and she's an artist too. I can't remember her damn name, but she was I think at one time trying to work with him or something, and it never really panned out. And then he tried to holler at her like via internet, you know, and she kind of turned him down. And he wasn't feeling that. He did the internet version of the shit we was talking about earlier. Oh, fuck you, bitch. You ain't all that no way. He did the internet version of that. And then when Charlemagne was talking to him about it, he's like, man, you shouldn't have been like that. If y'all trying to work together, do some music together, you shouldn't be trying to holler at her no way. And this nigga just basically said in so many words, man, shit, if I'm trying to work with any female or any female trying to work with me, I'm smashing. I'm smashing. Fuck that. And Charlemagne was like,
Yes,
man,
yeah.
this is the industry and you're trying to do business and be professional. You can't have that mindset,
Yeah.
bro. That's why
Nah.
it's the Me Too and all this shit now. No, man. Any female work with me, shit.
It would
It's
I
about
mean
it. You know what's up,
the only positive, and it ain't a lot, damn it, coming out of that. The only positive to come out of that is you know what you can't no woman say you don't know what you getting into if you gonna deal with this cat because
Yeah.
he laying it out there for you,
Yeah.
you know, and I mean in a lot of ways a lot of people don't do that.
That's true.
A lot of people don't lay it out for you like nigga hey you come over here, this is what you gonna have to do,
Right.
and right or wrong. But you can't if you gonna mess with somebody like that. You can't never come back and say nothing. Oh well, he this and that. No, I told you a long time ago. You can tell
Right.
that to you. You can point to whoever come at you or law enforcement, public opinion, whoever. Hey, I told you niggas back here.
Right.
This is what I'm doing
I
for
said I
better or
ain't
for
shit.
worse. For
Right.
hey, listen, I told you I ain't shit.
Right.
Now then y'all want to get mad at me when I exhibit ain't shit qualities. How that work?
Yeah.
I told you I wasn't that. At least I'm gonna tell
Man.
you that a lot of people ain't shit and they just let you find out.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Uh
So I don't know, you know,
yeah,
but
man. We'll see, man.
it's a lot of twists and turns with that. But you know,
Yeah.
people just have to we have to keep evolving, keep going forward, and keep expanding because it'll happen, you know. But it I think it's taking a lot longer than it should have.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, y'all female rappers, man, y'all keep doing your thing because regardless, you know, whatever the agenda is, right now, y'all are running shit. Y'all really killing the rap game right now. Y'all shitting on a lot of these niggas. Y'all women out here doing your thing, killing the rap game, getting your bag. Before we get out of here, I do want a couple of honorable mentions I left off. Now, Bahamadia, I don't know if you know who that is. She's one.
Never heard that before.
Okay, so she's definitely not active now, but Bahamadia, at one time, trying to see what would I compare her to. She's definitely in the Jean Grey Rhapsody bag when she was active. So
Okay.
very creative. I think she's from Philly as well. She did shit with the Roots. So yeah, Bahamadia. I think I mentioned Lil Sims, the chick from the UK, young chick. She's dope. Shay Noor is another one. She's active. Now Shay Noor is dope. She raps hard. She be rapping about some real life shit. Some shit, real life shit she be rapping about. Um, and then I want to add Moo Fresh. Now Moo Fresh is another one. It's been like when did that? 3 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, I interviewed her. Now she sings and raps,
Mm-hmm.
probably more singing than rapping. But I was even when I was interviewing, I was like, man, your bars are so dope. Like
Right.
when you do rap, you need to put in a few rap albums with us or whatever. Um, and she did recently, I think last year or earlier this year. I think it was not last year. She did come with a rap album and it was cool. So Moo Fresh is a dope female MC as
Okay.
well.
Okay. Hold
So
on,
just
real quick too. Let me
mhm.
my laptop into that. Let me go get this charger real quick.
Oh well.
So it don't just cut off. Well, because I got a little bit more to talk to you about anyway. But
Oh, okay.
let me go get this charger real quick. I'm gonna be right back.
Okay. Yeah, so we're in real time now, as y'all can see. I ain't even gonna cut the shit off. I'm just gonna talk to y'all a little bit. So once again, just to reiterate, Quest Convo, where we talk the culture because we are the culture, comes on every Friday at 11 a.m. You can see it on YouTube. You can see it on Twitch. You can see it on culture73.com. That is the hip hop network where all of this content streams from. Uh, Keep in mind, also, we have new music reviews, and that's me. That drops every Friday at 12 p.m., and that's on YouTube, that's on Twitch, Basically where I just I pick one of my favorite new releases for that week, kind of give y'all some commentary on it. I actually play it. I go through each track, let y'all kind of hear a little bit, critique it, talk my shit. Then we got Flavor Culture, that's on the way. Uh, where, like I said, in the Chicagoland area, we're gonna be highlighting, showcasing all the dope black-owned restaurants and eateries. So that's it for now. We got a few more things on the way as well. I'm not gonna bring it up and discuss now. Also, dopesthipHoptees.com. That is my tee and hoodie brand. If you are a hip hop fan, if you're a hip hop head, there is something on there for you, whether you old school, new school, whatever. If you're a fan of hip hop, it's something on there that you're going to feel. I'm wearing one of the shirts and the designs right now. If y'all want it, by the time this airs, I'm going to put it out there. Happy 420, roll it up, blaze it up, smoke it up. 420, legalize it all across the world. Happy
Everywhere.
420. Uh yeah, if you want your shirt just in time for 420, I got the shirts and the hoodies. You want to represent for 420 when you rolling up at the party. Hey, dopesthipHoptees.com. Go check it out. Um, but yeah, man, I think that was a pretty good segment, you know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah, a lot of good
shining
dialogue.
yeah, shining some light on the female rappers, just speaking on what it is. But y'all, once again, y'all are killing it. So, yeah, once again, we love y'all. We appreciate it. If you want to, like I said, hear the audio of all our content, check out Quest Convo on Spotify and at Apple Podcasts. So you have been listening, you have been watching Quest Convo, where we talk the culture because we are the culture. And I'm Drew Soul Quest. Much love and peace.
All right, and I'm Dev Devious, the most devious. We'll get at y'all guys another time, man.
Oh yeah, until next episode, we out.